Hello and welcome to another update video about NIOB. It gets shorter and shorter, the countdown, so we're going to launch in exactly 10 days. So I thought it's enough reason to make another video. NIOB, in my view, is really an interesting project. If you don't know what NIOB is, decentralized exchange, you can find out more about this project if you check out my video that I have linked in the video description. That's the first video ever I've done on NIOB in the beginning of November. That's when the price was 16 cents. Since then, because the investment has gone up in the pre-sale, the price is now 25 cents. So yesterday when I made my last video, it was only at 24 cents. Since then, more and more investment has come in the pre-sale, so the price has jumped to 25. They plan to launch on the 21st of December. In my view, that is going to happen. As far as I know, nothing else has been announced. Ideally, they also wanted to launch at 44 cents. Very ambitious target. That depends on how much more investment they get in. I don't think that will be reached, but to be honest, in the last few days, a lot of investment has come in. I've been observing this, and they said if the price is below 44 cents at launch, they will provide the liquidity that 44 cents will be reached. So at the moment we are at 5 cents. If someone would ask me if I could recommend going in at these prices, now I can't recommend anything, no financial advice. I can only tell you that I would personally buy at these prices still. I think it has a lot of potential. And in this video, I really want to talk about farming and staking on the NIOB exchange. I can only imagine it will work very, very similar as on Anchorswap. Anchorswap is also a multi-chain decentralized exchange like NIOB will be. Few different features as far as I'm concerned, but the same developers, or at least some of the developers, are the same ones on both projects. So there will also, I think, be a bridge between them or a connection between them in some way. So for people who want to prepare things, again, can't guarantee this will work the same way on NIOB, but to really make you already aware what you can do to stake and farm, because this is where you can get insane rewards on the decentralized exchange. I want to make a quick tutorial video about how you can actually do that. And I will show you that on the Anchorswap exchange. Now, if you haven't invested in NIOB, if you're interested in it, there's a link in the description that will take you to the NIOB website and the ref code. You need that ref code to actually register, otherwise it doesn't work. That is one way of how they market their project. Also, when I did register, I had to use obviously someone else's ref code. That's just as a side note here, and you can watch my first video on NIOB in the video description. Now, what is important to mention is that, again, Anchorswap will probably work very, very similarly. Now, Anchorswap, you can find actually Anchorswap on CoinMarketCap. The Anchorswap token has actually gone up in price since launch. If we go here last 3 months, and you can see how very well it has been holding the price throughout this recent Bitcoin dip. Really pretty much like a stable coin. So I'm impressed by this. It's gone up quite a bit since launched, and I think Anchor is already at a centralized exchange. I'm not quite sure, but I know NIOB plan to be listed on 2 centralized exchanges, small ones to begin with. But that's good news, I guess. I think in January or February they plan that. So how does it work then here? This is Anchorswap. 2 ways here how to earn passive income. One is in a pool to stake, and one is through farm. Now I just now set up my staking in a pool and the farm. Just want to see how it actually works, if it works. So I started with very low values, $40 and $30, but I just want to see how the method works and if it works, and I just want to give you an update at what you need to do. So there's different ways. We start with pools because that's easier. There are certain pools that you can find here on the Anchorswap exchange, and you can see, and again, this will work very similar on NIOB in my view. That's everything I know. I can't really look into the future, so I don't know if there's anything that's going to work differently. But for everybody who hasn't staked yet or farmed yet, this is basically a tutorial. Bear in mind, there's always risk, as with every new project, as with everything in crypto anyway. And if you put your tokens onto this exchange to provide liquidity in a pool or in a farm, this could disappear if that exchange, for example, goes down, right? So just really as a side note there, and there is risk, but the rewards are high, as you can see here. If you just stake Anchor on the DEX here, then you get 80% APR. That's great, especially as you're being paid daily. So that APR will go up. Well, over a year, That's the APR, but the APY, which will be much higher, because basically all your rewards you can basically stake as well. So you can basically harvest, get rewards out, and then put them back in. So that's basically, if you set up a pool here, you have to get Anchor, you get your 80% APR, there's no deposit fee, and daily you can basically get paid and harvest. 80% in my view, still good APR, but also you can stake BUSD, wrapped BNB, ETH, BTCB, and Cake at the moment here. And then you can select here if you want to see the active ones or the inactive ones. And also, what do you need to do now to get Anchor? Well, to get Anchor, because this is running on the Binance Smart Chain, what I did, I transferred, so you need to install MetaMask. Other ones might work as well. I use MetaMask. So you connect your MetaMask basically in Chrome to Anchorswap. You send BNB, that's what I did. I bought BNB on KuCoin, sent BNB over to my MetaMask address. Yeah, you make sure that you see your BNB here on a MetaMask. Click on MetaMask, you can see your BNB. You can basically send it over to your MetaMask. And then what you do, you go to trade, go to exchange, and then what you can do, you can select your BNB that you just transferred over. That will be ideally higher than the value here, but that will be higher because then you've sent whatever you want to invest or want to stake to your MetaMask. You make it visible, and then you can see it here. If you connect your MetaMask to Anchorswap, you will see it here. And then if you want to move it over and you want to do the swap, get some Anchor, you can actually trade, for example, BNB for Anchor. So just basically swap your BNB that you bought on KuCoin, for example, and get your Anchor. You say enter, basically then you enter your amount, say basically max. Well, ideally that value would be higher, and then that depends on how many Anchor you will actually get. And you click on swap. Very interestingly, so you can set your slippage tolerance there. I did have it for just the swap at 1%. So ideally you leave it as low as possible. If it doesn't work, if your transaction doesn't go through, increase the slippage a little bit. Okay, and that's how you get your Anchor. Your Anchor, then you can just go to pools and basically approve the contract here. You need to approve the contract. I think before you approve the contract, you need to make your Anchor visible in MetaMask. So how to do that? You basically go into your MetaMask. In MetaMask, then what you do, you have to go to assets, and you go to import tokens. When you go to import tokens, you need the token contract address. You get the token contract address from CoinMarketCap. Basically here, Binance Smart Chain, you copy that, go over, not to Niob, go over here to Anchorswap. Again, go into your MetaMask. Let's do that again now. Import tokens. There you go, token already added, but if you copy that in, you will see the token symbol, token decimal, and you add custom token. Then you will see your balance of Anchor here on your MetaMask. What you do then, you basically, all you do is approve contract. That will take a little bit of BNB fee, so you need to make sure that you have a little bit of BNB left in your MetaMask, and not much though. If it was on ETH here like Uniswap, you will have to pay a lot of money, but on Binance Smart Chain it doesn't cost you a lot. So, and then all you do is approve contract, and then you can stake how much Anchor you have, and depending on how much you want to actually stake. So, and that's basically how you stake your Anchor. Now, how do we do it with the farm? Farm is a little bit different, a little bit more complex, not too much more complex though. You go to farm, you want to first identify what do you actually want to, how do you want to set your farm up, with which pair, because you always need a currency pair. So in this case, I used Anchor and wrapped BNB because it gives one of the highest yields here. Yeah, so you could also use Anchor and BUSD, doesn't really matter. And what you do then, again, you need Anchor. So you you go into trade, you go into liquidity, you don't, you go to swap, because what you want to do, you want to have enough Anchor. So if you need more Anchor for setting up the farm, get your Anchor. But also I managed to get some wrapped BNB. So I had to swap, either you swap back your Anchor for wrapped BNB, or you swap some BNB for wrapped BNB. So doesn't matter. In this case, all I needed was Anchor and wrapped BNB. So make sure through the swap you get enough Anchor and enough wrapped BNB. or whatever trading pair you want to get. You just need to make sure, because you will need to put both into the farm. So you don't only need Anchor, you need Anchor and the other currency as well, the other crypto. What you do then, if you have that, and both, by the way, both go in with 50%. Yeah. So when you have that, if you don't have wrapped BNB on your MetaMask, you just need to repeat the same process. You go to CoinMarketCap, get your wrapped BNB contract here, and again, make the token visible in MetaMask. What you do then, as soon as you have both of them, the Anchor and the wrapped BNB visible in your MetaMask, you go to liquidity here. So under, this was under trade. So you go under trade to liquidity, and under liquidity you go to add liquidity. What you do here, you select your wrapped BNB and you select your Anchor, because that is the pair you want to basically set the farm up. And I think there was a step here that you needed to do. So let me just do it with another example. For example, Cake and Anchor. No, I don't think there was anything else to do, was there? No, all you need to do, I think, is add liquidity. And then you add liquidity. What you do then, add liquidity. So that will take a little bit of transaction fee again, but it's not much on the Binance Smart Chain. Then you go to farm. You select the farm you want to set it up with. Yeah. Basically, you have to again approve the contract. That again takes a little bit of a BNB fee. And well, all you need to do then, as soon as you have added liquidity here through trade and liquidity, you can basically, yeah, you can, there's a button here then to basically set up your farm, yeah, or stake, I think they call it. So you click on that, and then you will see your Anchor wrapped BNB LP pair, and then you can select that and you click on, yeah, setting it up, and that's it. That's how you do it. And then you can earn here, and I will keep you updated. I mean, I will now go in with a higher value because this doesn't really give me much, but for setting it up and testing, it was worth it. That's how you do it. And let me know if you have any questions. Hope that was helpful. For anybody who hasn't set up a farm or hasn't staked yet, this is how it works on Anchorswap. In similar way, this works on Uniswap, PancakeSwap, whatever. And also, in my view, it will work in a very similar way on Niob or NIOB. On NIOB though, 24 hours before it actually goes live, everybody who is participating in the pre-sale has the possibility at a very high APY to set up a farm with 24 hours notice. That's what they have announced. And that will be worth it, because then you can participate in a very, very high, with a very high yield in the beginning by providing liquidity for the exchange. And yeah, that's definitely worth it. So make sure 24 hours before launch, you're available to set it up. And all you can do now is to, if you haven't got it, install MetaMask, you know, basically, and make sure you have some BNB maybe on the MetaMask. That's it. Hope you liked the update. If you want to buy it, find the link in the description, and see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.